I'm going to be reading Tuesday, September 19th, page 106, if you would like to follow along. I followed Teresa around all morning again. Another big kid, a different one, banged me into a locker. Teresa didn't pay any attention to it, so I tried not to either. I followed her into the lunchroom again, and we sat down at the same table as yesterday. Everything seemed to be cool, but then everything got uncool real fast. A bunch of guys came over. I recognized a few of them from the carnival. Their leader, a stocky guy with curly hair and real oily skin, said to Teresa, "What's he doing here?" She said, "This is the one I told you about, the one who wants to play on your soccer team." The leader eyeballed me and snorted, You? You think you can play on my team? What do you think this is, Lake Windsor Middle School? You think we gotta take every chump who shows up? You think 'cause your mommy buys you a jockstrap you're automatically on my team?" I looked at him calmly. I really didn't know if he was putting me on or if he meant what he was saying. He looked like he was about to dump his lunch tray on my head. Teresa spoke up. "Chill out, Victor. I'm trying to eat." Victor took a seat directly across from me, in my face. He continued, "Lake Windsor, that team's a joke, man. We're gonna bust you up this year. You got that big Italian kid, right? Thinks he's bad? He's a joke, man. He's nothing. And the rest of you guys? That makes you less than nothing. Less than zero. That's you, Lake Windsor man. Less than zero. You're a negative integer." He turned to one of the other guys and slapped hands with him. Victor then turned his attention to his hamburger and took a big bite. I figured he wasn't really serious. He was just messing with me. I decided to take a chance. I said, "Hey, what do you expect? We play in a sinkhole." Victor shot an angry look at me, but then he started laughing, nearly choking on his burger. The other guys took their cue from him and started laughing too. "That's right, man. You crawled out of some kind of sinkhole. That's right." He took a drink of soda. "Hey, what's that big kid's name? Gino?" "Right, Gino. Hey, Tino, they got a Gino and we got a Tino." Victor reached across, high-fived with Teresa's twin brother, and went on. "I heard about your Gino. You ever hear about me? You ever hear about Victor Guzman?" "Yeah, I heard about you. I heard you scored 16 goals last year. I heard you were all county." Victor took another bite and said, "You heard right." Everybody was quiet after that, so I said, "I worked out with the team yesterday." "Fool, you didn't work out with the team yesterday. The team wasn't there yesterday." I looked at Teresa and decided to play dumb. Right. Where were you guys?" Victor snorted. "Tell him where we were, Tino." Tino answered to nobody in particular. "We were in jail. They put us in vandalism jail." My stomach suddenly knotted up. I said, "What? They put you guys in a jail cell?" Tino looked at me like I had just said the stupidest thing he ever heard, and I was the biggest loser he had ever met. Another kid at the table said, "Yeah, I heard you guys got busted. What was up with that?" Tino answered, "Self-defense, man." Victor laughed through a mouthful of hamburger. He swallowed and said, Right, self-defense. Me and Hernando saw the whole thing." Hernando added, "Self-defense, man, all the way." Victor continued, "Did you go to the freak show at the carnival? Did you see that dude with the big scar down his cheek and the big axe in his hand? Axeman was his name. Me and Hernando are reading all about this guy on the sign. He chopped people up, right?" Hernando filled in. "He chopped a whole bunch of people up, long time ago." "Right. So we're reading about him, and Tino comes around the corner real fast and gets scared." "Scared? No way," Tino protested. So he screams and jumps in the air and karate kicks this Axeman dude right in the stomach, right? And Axeman snaps in half. "Right in half, man," said Hernando. "He's laying all over the floor." So we start yelling, "You killed Axeman! You killed Axeman! Let's get out of here!" And we run out of that place. Victor, Tino, and Hernando started rollicking with laughter, reliving the moment. My stomach started to knot again. I said, "So how did you get busted?" Victor stopped laughing. "How did we get busted?" He glared at Tino. "Stupid Tino here." Tino snapped at him. "Shut up, fool. You shut up. He's carrying a soccer ball around all day, showing off, like he's got something to show off." "I told you to shut up." "Yeah, you told me that." So they called up Betty Bright, and they tell her that it was soccer players that trashed the Axemen. She knows right away who it was, so she nails us. The conversation soon turned to things that I didn't know about. I concentrated on my lunch, thinking, maybe you actually got away with ratting out these guys. I certainly hope so. As soon as I got to practice in the afternoon, I could tell that things were different. Victor Guzman is the leader out there. Everybody accepts that. He spurs on the offense all the time. He trashed the defense all the time. He wants the ball all the time. Lake Windsor Middle had about 30 kids on its team. Tangerine Middle had 15. I make it 16. They don't even have enough players for 2 scrimmage teams. The starting front line plays against the starting defense. The other 4 kids play behind the front line, feeding them the ball. I was in the far goal again. I may as well have been in Houston. I never touched the ball until right before the end of practice, when the coach called Chandra over to talk to her. The coach yelled down to my end of the field, "New guy, Paul Fisher, get up here, get in goal." I sprinted up and took my place on the goal line. So far, the front line had scored 4 times, but Chandra had made about 15 saves, some of them really impressive. Now it was my turn to face the starters. Victor, Maya, and Tino are the main strikers. They play in the middle of the front line. Nita and a kid called Henry D. play out in the wings. Victor started in on me right away. "Paul Fisher, hey Fisherman, you think this is a trout season here or something? You think you're in some kind of tuna catching tournament here?" Some of the other kids started laughing. "You're going to be wearing those glasses on the other side of your head if you think that. This ain't no Lake Windsor Middle School, sucka. You're facing the War Eagles now." Nita set the ball up in the corner. She lofted a corner kick into the center to Maya, who controlled it and passed it along the ground to Victor. Victor caught it at full stride and drove a shot high and hard toward the goal. I saw it coming all the way. I sprang off my heels, forward and to the left. The ball stuck in my outstretched hands like they were Velcro. I landed flat on the ground, fully extended, holding onto the ball. A great save. I looked over to check Betty Bright's reaction. She had her head down, talking earnestly to Chandra. She had missed the whole thing. Suddenly, wham! A foot came slicing in front of my face, driving the ball out of my hands and into the goal. Victor pumped his fist in the air. He leaned over me and yelled, "You taking a nap, Fisherman? Is this nap time at Lake Windsor Middle School? Too bad you missed my goal." Tino came up behind him, shaking his head. "That's no goal, man. That's bogus." Victor turned on him. "What are you talking about? That goal counts. No chance. That ball was dead." "Yeah? You gonna be dead if you don't shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, chump. Hey, come here and shut it for me." Tino lunged at Victor. They bounced off each other and squared off in a snarling karate-kicking scene right above my head. Hernando tried to get in between them and break it up, and Maya and Nita drifted out of the way. The coach looked up and blew her whistle. She screamed at them, "You two didn't learn a thing, did you? Do you need another 3 days off? Do you need to miss the opening game of the season?" The combatants stopped fighting and glared at each other. "I see one more punch over here, and you two are back on suspension. You hear me?" Victor and Tino continued to glare at each other, but the worst of it seemed to be over. The coach blew her whistle again. "That's enough for today. Everybody get here early tomorrow. I'm giving out the uniforms." I picked myself up off the ground and followed everybody off the field. When we got to the bus lanes, the old green truck pulled up. Teresa and Dolly got into the front, while Tino, Hernando, and Victor piled into the back. All seemed to be forgiven with them. They were already laughing about something, probably about me. When I walked out into the front of the building, I saw Maya and Nita waiting for their ride. I nodded as I walked past them. Maya said to me in a musical voice, "That was an excellent save." "Oh, thank you." "The goal would not have counted. You had the ball in your grasp." "Uh-huh. The whistle would have blown." "Thank you. I know better than that, though. I shouldn't have been lying there posing for pictures like that. I should have protected the ball." A blue Mercedes pulled up, and the 2 girls got in. Mom pulled up right behind. She said, "So are you on the team?" "Yeah, I think I am." She jerked her head toward the blue Mercedes. "Are those 2 girls on it?" "Yep." "Really? Girls? Are they the only ones?" "Nope, there are 2 more." Mom seemed genuinely impressed. "How nice to have girls on your team. That's nice." As we drove home, I relived everything that had happened at lunchtime and at practice. Every word, every action. I thought to myself, it's not my team, Mom. Not yet, anyway. Not by a long shot. And it's definitely not nice. But it's where I want to be.